listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNTalkRadio.com. Well. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. You are listening to Paul Francis, your host here on Reach Across Live. Brought to you proudly from UPRN Talk Radio, coming to you live on 105.3 to 107.7 FM on this beautiful Monday night, right through the beautiful city of New Orleans. Welcome to the show. Leona is, wow, she must have been really hanging on first in the night. Leona, good evening. Welcome to the show, darling. Kirsty Hughes, good evening. Welcome to the show. Loretta Lewis, hi, good evening. Julia Evans, Lois Marsden. Hiya, Paul. Been stressed lately. And I'm not so unsure about, and I'm so unsure about my future. You've never been sure about your future. Lois, you are 25 minutes old. How could be unsure about your future? Sharon Farrell. Hello. Hello, Sharon. Here is someone there. Oh. Shannon Sword, Roger, there he is. Good evening, buddy. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Lynn Fern, welcome to the show. Good evening, Dawn. Welcome, my darling, to the show. Lovely to see you. And Vaude Vanderplas, welcome, Vaude. Welcome to the show. Kelly Durant, hi. Good evening. Welcome to the show. And Amanda has just joined us as well. Good to see you. Thanks for being here, y'all. Don't forget to share the show. Get it out there with your friends and family. And make sure that you share it with your groups. Invite them to come and be a part of the show right now. So it's lovely to see you guys. And, so you guys know what this is all about. You know that I talk about the sort of development of the world of spirit and development of your own private individual development towards the world of spirit and personal, hence the name personal development. And of course, we're going to be doing some seminars in the not too distant future. I'm going to be having my dear pal Roger on with me tonight, and we'll most likely be doing some readings with y'all. But remember what I said, those people who will get in readings are those who share the show and invite people to the show and ask questions. If you just say to me, is anybody out there? I'll just go, yeah, and move on. Alrighty. So it's a symbiotic relationship. You've got to put something into it and they'll put something into it. And Roger and I are the ones in the middle. Please, if you say to me, oh, is there anything for me? The answer will be no. All right. Because if you can't be bothered putting anything effort into it, then don't expect any effort back. Simple as that. So, and if you don't look like how I work, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to change. Happy 4th of July. Well, that's tomorrow, but Richard's in advance, of course, as well. Mary Erickson, good evening, good afternoon, Paul. Liked and shared, says Mary. Yes, if you're watching me tonight on YouTube, make sure you smash that like button. Tick, 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 tick. Smash that like button, alrighty? And share from YouTube and invite your friends and family to join us through YouTube, because honestly, Facebook is just getting worse upon worse upon worse. I understand Lynn, I've been out pretty much all today, and I understand Lynn was even blocked today by Facebook. I told you, you can't trust them. It's absolutely useless. AI now runs Facebook, and it's artificial intelligence, my arse. Artificial, and we'll just leave it at that. Intelligent, I don't think so. So welcome to the show, everybody. Good to see you. Don't forget, like I say, get those questions coming and let's get this energy moving. You've got me for the next, well, I was going to say 90 minutes, but a little bit less. Kirsty Hughes, how are you? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. It's very kind of you. Appreciate it. So what we're going to do is momentarily, I will be actually getting Roger onto the show a little bit earlier than normal. Sue's joined us tonight. Good evening, Sue, my sweetheart. As always, a pleasure to see you. And I've got the cards ready, and the cards are being energized literally as we speak. They're literally right under my thumb here, getting energized. And we will be ready to go whenever you are, okay? But it's the questions that gets you noticed, basically, all right? So if you please just don't go anything from me because I'll just skip past you. So here we go. We're into another week of opportunities. That's what it is. You got to look at it from a week of opportunities. There's every day is an opportunity for you to be able to pick up and get going and make things happen. Becky King's joined us. Good evening, Becky King, my darling. Good to see you. Lovely to see you. In fact, I wanted to jump off the start with my little pal Lewis. Lewis, my darling, good to see you. Um, been stressed lately, and I'm so unsure about your future. Lois, and why would you be unsure about your future, my darling? You are so young that your future is just, it stretches out for miles upon miles upon miles. Okay. Now listen, if you get tripped up at this early age by little hiccups, these are the tiny little hiccups that set you up for how you're going to adapt life. Okay, how you're going to work against problems and situations that are going to come up in your life. Are you going to be the first person that stumbles at the very first hiccup and then falls flat in the face and doesn't get up? Or are you going to be the person that gets up, dusts himself off, and go, right, what did I learn from that situation? So your future, don't ever say you're not sure about your future. The only thing, the reason why you would be unsure about your future is because you don't want the future you think you're going to have. All right. It's only because you don't think you want the future you've got. You've started off on a pathway, and you're going down the pathway thinking, "Ugh, not too sure about that." And then that statement you just put up there, well, that would make sense to me. But every day is an opportunity to either finalize, orientate, energize, or get on with it. So you've got everything you need to make your life happen exactly how you want it. So let's not go down that negative thinking route, shall we, young lady? Or I'll tell your mother. Simple as that. I will tell your mom, and she's a scouser, and she'll go, "No, all right, Dave, what you talking about, like? All right, Dave." Okay. That's the card that comes out for you. Daydream, Lois. Daydream. Now, I've told you before in the past, young lady, that um, only select a career that you love. And in that case, you'll never work a day in your life. You will more easily hear and receive messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching TV or watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. There you go. There you go. So listen, that's a really, really good card. And that's a direct answer to your question, my little angel. But Uncle Paul's always here. Righty then. Emma Allen joining you for the first time on YouTube. Well, Emma, welcome to the show. Thank you very much for being here. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell icon. So every time we're on, you'll be notified. Who else we got? Paul, I hit the link and I'm here, but not in the studio. That's not because I haven't sent you the link, buddy. I'll do that momentarily. Kirsty Hughes, is there anybody here? But there's a load of people here. Loads of people here. Mark Rolike, blessings to you too, Mark. Welcome to the show. Sorry, wrong link. Disregard my message. I already did disregard your message, Roger. Joe Sampson, evening from Weston Supermare. Well, good evening to you, Joe. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Kirsty Hughes says, I'm constantly stressed about my future every day. Let me just read that again. No, that's not what I was looking at. This is what I was looking at, and it moves so damn fast. I constantly stress about, well, if you constantly stress about your future, Kirsty, you're just giving off the law of attraction. The law of attraction states, whatever you give off as energy, so shall you attract. So if you're giving off constant stress, guess what you're attracting? Duh. I don't know about my future. Shake your head clear, okay? Get rid of stuff out of your life that you don't need and start forging a future to success. It is that simple. Okay, when you tell the universe you don't know and you're not you don't care and blah blah blah, universe goes, okay, it doesn't care whether you care or not. If you say to the universe and say to your loved ones and friends in spirit, and say, hey guys, listen, I really want to get my goal, and my goal is X, Y, and Z, then your friends and family in spirit and the universe responds to that energy. But when you're walking about telling everybody you're stressing all the time, the universe responds to that energy, and like for like. So clear your mind, clear your head, and get in your head what it is you want to achieve and how and when you want to achieve it by. Alrighty. So that's how it works. Life you'll only draw the energy to you that you give off. It is that simple. If you're a miserable sod, look how many miserable people come around you all day. Okay. When you're a happy person, you're out there full of buoyance and bouncy and jumpy and full of laughter and light. Look at the people that you attract. Alrighty. That's how it works. And trust me, I've said it a million times. I'll say it a million times more. If you want to honor those who have crossed, so if you want to honor your friends and family who have crossed into the other life, if you want to honor them, then be the best you can be here and now. Okay. So walking about stressing, that's not really honoring your friends and family in spirit. Card, Kirsty. Let's get it to focus first. There we go. Ask us. Look, so there, just sit quietly, close your eyes, open your mind, and ask. Ask us to help you in the situation. We will immediately go to work on your behalf. We're governed by many universal laws. I've just been telling you that. And amongst them is that free will always allows you to make your choices and decisions. So we will patiently wait your requests. So get rid of the neg head and get on with the positive head. Suzanne, hi from Egypt. Well, hi, Suzanne. Welcome to the show. Welcome. It's lovely to see you. Thank you for being here. Mary Erickson says, Mary says, several times lately, as I'm working, someone calls my name. I do not recognize the voice, and I say hi and ask who is here. No response yet. I'm sure if it is a loved spirit or a guide reaching out. It can also be, Mary, my darling, somebody connected to the place that you're in. Doesn't necessarily have to be a friend or family. It could be somebody that's directly connected to the place you're in. Okay, so if you're in a house that someone lived in there before, it could well be somebody connected to that place trying to let you know they're there. Alrighty. But if they're trying to communicate with you, that's a really good sign. Okay. That means that they're happy and they want to interlink with you and talk with you, which is a really, really good sign. Okay. But good spirits tend to be conscientious. So if you go, is anybody there? They don't go, yeah, because you'll pass out. The card that comes out for you, Mary, relationship. Check that out. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So, relationship, your primary relationship is with yourself and God. And every other relationship flows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. So, what they're saying there is physician, heal thyself. So, get yourself sorted, Mary. Get yourself in a nice mindset and open your heart as to who it is you want to link with, and then open to how they're going to link with you. And it'll work, I promise you. But thank you for being here. Wow. Jane Lowe. Hello, Paul. Checking in from Vancouver, British Columbia. How you guys doing in Canada at the minute? I hope things are calming down with all of those fires. Sending you guys lots of love and lots of healing, lots of strength to get through what it is you're going. I was talking to a buddy of mine in New York today, asking him how things are. And he was saying that everybody's getting covered in like a dust or an ash and stuff, and it's not so good. It's a long weekend here. Of course it is, because you guys have got Independence Day, haven't you? So Facebook user says, "Hi, sweetie. Hi, Facebook user. I don't know who you are. Hi, sweetie. I would love to respond in kind and say hello, my darling, but I don't know who you are. But thank you for being here. Appreciate it." Neil Carr says, "Good day, Paul. I trust this finds you well and in good health. May I please have a card or a reading? I will definitely be pulled to you, Neil. I've got a lot of people coming in from your Facebook. Now, momentarily, as I say, I'm just going to send a link to Roger and invite him onto the show, and then he'll come and be a part of the show. Kirsty Hughes says, "Thank you, you're very, very welcome." Trudy could join us. Trudy, good evening, my darling. Lovely to see you. Woke up this morning with a feeling that oh, that just disappeared. Where did that go to? I was literally reading and Trudy just disappeared. There it is. I'll bring it up on the main screen. Woke up this morning with a feeling that I'm retreating from everyone again. I'm not sure about that um, feeling, my darling, but you are a very conscientious person and you go to people when they need you. So retreating from everybody is a reaction to a problem. Okay. So if you're dealing with something that is a personal problem or a work related problem, your reaction is based upon that. But your beautiful flower, and the sun cannot kiss the petals of the flower if it's locked away inside. So come on, go for a ride on your beautiful horses, go out and see the ocean, walk through the woodlands, and just sit down and give yourself a break. Give yourself some time off, Trude. You deserve it, darling. You're a long and treasured dear friend of mine, and I will always be here to help you. Always. So what do we got? Trudy? The law of attraction, my darling. Look, I said to you, go for a walk in the woods, and look what card comes out. Woodland creatures all around you, supporting you, loving you, guiding you with the angels. The law of attraction, Trudy. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends. So invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. How damn amazing is that? How amazing is that? So, Lynn says, "I love your accents. They're spot on." Yeah, I've worked so long on my Irish accent that I've kind of got it down now. I know that was just bad, wasn't it? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite Roger to come in now momentarily if I can find him, of course, because he's a bit elusive as our Roger. Um, he tends to hide in the depths, away from everybody and everything. There we go. So there you go, Roger. You've been summoned. All right, let's see who else is coming in the room. Kathy Hanley Little. Hi, Paul. Hi, Kathy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, yeah, says Facebook user. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Ain't it? I. Oh, he's here. Uh, hello, Ray. All
Good
right.
morning, my friend. How are we?
Well, I'm okay. I'm okay. How's my dear friend Roger Garza Snr? Signoro,
Well, I'm doing good. I mean, we played last night.
right? And
I'm still sore. My hands hurt, but I played
you played anyway. How's your hands hurting? Well,
because
you've
I'm
to play
playing
for many
guitar.
hours.
I've been playing for 60 years.
Yeah, no, but then you shouldn't. It should be. You shouldn't hurt unless you got a little. If you got any sort of issues with your hands and wrists.
I have carpal tunnel and I have arthritis.
Ah, that'll be why, buddy. That'll be why. Okay, well, we need to get you some healing, don't we? Get you sorted out that way. But music is the food for the soul, as you know.
International communication through
Uh,
music.
Universal
That,
communication.
that's what I meant to say.
See, we're on the same page. We're on the same page.
See,
Joe Sampson. I'm going to bring Joe's message up there, Roger, so you can see it. My hubby lost his dad suddenly 20 years ago. His mom recently told us a few home truths about his dad. Hubby, who put dad on a pedestal, has been really knocked by what she said. Is there any truth to what she said? A card, a reading would be nice. I'm going to say no. I'm going to
that's what
say
I'm
no.
gonna
My
say.
feeling is no. I feel in the energy around Joe Sampson. Please back me up, Roger. Is the energy around Joe Sampson is there's more than one male that I'm getting around her, around Joe. Um, but your husband's father. Listen, there's an old saying: "Let he who was without sin cast the first stone." All right,
Yep.
it's dead easy for people to knock other people. I mean, I've had it all my life. I normally just don't even bother. I don't know. I don't normally rise to people's perceptions or people's lies about me or all the BS that goes with it. I don't normally rise to it. But as of lately, I find myself rising to it because you know what? The whole ideal is that if you don't defend yourself, apparently, then you are definitely guilty. Now, in this situation, in Joe's husband's dad's situation, he's not here to defend himself. So I can tell you this though: the feeling that I get around this gentleman is he set out to be a good father, and his family was primary and foremost on his mind. We all make mistakes. Okay, when you get to the other side of life, the big guys actually will tell you there is no such things as mistakes. Everything was meant to be to teach you situations, and to teach you how to learn and become bigger and better within yourself, within your soul. So I would let those negativities go, and I'd let them go like that. Okay, I wouldn't hold on to a second. Hold on to the great memories, hold on to the love, and hold on to that feeling of protection that's coming around your husband even as we speak. Now, as I'm saying that, I'm getting a big L, a big left turn for your husband, which means there's new opportunities coming up around him that's going to give him better opportunities to be more successful. And I'm getting a strong indication that his father's behind setting that up. Okay. Now there's another strong Joseph George J or G sign of a name that wants me to be acknowledged around you as well. And they tell me to talk about the eighth month. So that's either an August connection or the eighth of a month is significant in that, Joe. Okay. Roger, you want to jump in there, bud?
Joe, first off, let me say this. Like, I totally agree with Paul. And a lot of times, and this goes for everybody, a lot of times we sit in front of someone not knowing whether they're good or not good, but it becomes like a fishing game. What I mean is they bait the hook, they give you just a little bit of something, and then you question it, and the next thing you know, you're there longer and longer and longer and longer. It's 9 times out of 10, it's a game. You know what Paul and I do is very real. You see it live, but I do not. Number one, I would question whoever said this. Number one. Number two, I'm also picking up somebody by the name of Dean, Dean.
I got a D connection as well.
So I don't know if that's around your husband or you or what, but I get it.
Not too sure about Rogers, but when I hear a name, it doesn't necessarily mean that person's crossed over. By the way, there's a connection to the
Yeah,
name.
same with me.
So what we mean by that is who they are, who's talking to us, who's with them on the other side of life, or they want to acknowledge somebody here with that name. But I got a J. But before I gave the D, obviously Roger was coming in with that, so they then jumped over like a Joseph, Joe, John, George name to me. Um, Roger, well, just before that, you continue on with your reading. I did pull a card for Joe, and it says, "Notice the signs." Okay, so I just pull that out.
There.
The
That's
signs have
perfect.
been, yeah, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. There you go. There you go. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you are loved and never alone. That is a direct message to your husband. Roger, do you want to finish off that particular
Well,
reading?
it's in a sense, it's like saying somebody says something and then you go out of the place totally negative, totally down and everything,
Hmm.
and you want to just turn around and say hogwash, you know?
Yeah. Have you heard of an old saying? We have it in Ireland: "Never speak ill of the dead."
Well, yeah, that's out of respect.
Yeah. Well, um, what really did this person have to gain out of this? To be honest with you, Joe, what gain did they get out of it other than creating hurt? Because what they have done is literally created a pool of hurt. Okay, so you gotta really look at why they did what they did. Are they trying to create a sleight of hand? Is there something else going on in the background and they want to kind of like, create a sleight of hand to move in a different direction? My personal feelings is the information's not super accurate. There we go. And more
But
importantly,
yet we'll
does it
sit there,
matter?
Paul, we'll sit there and go, oh, really? Can you tell me some more? And then there you are. You're hooked.
Yeah, it's really just silly. James
Please,
Lowe,
I'm
sorry, go
sorry,
ahead,
Paul.
Rog. Go ahead,
Please
buddy.
believe this, folks. When you sit in front of someone, whether it be a card reader, whatever, don't tell them anything. Just your name, and that's it. They should be able to tell you. Okay, Paul, sorry.
Primarily, I would agree with most of that, but don't sit and shut up because it's called communication.
Well, I know, but
um,
what I'm saying is don't give them ammo, you know?
I mean, I ask questions, but there's the difference between a good medium and a bad medium is this: a medium will ask you questions after they've delivered the information, not
Yep.
before it. Do you know a John? Well, who doesn't? um, you know. So listen, I'm getting a connection to a name around here as a J or G. Sounds very much like a John. Would you know who that is? I've delivered the information, then I'm asking the question. That's how it should work. But anyway, Jane Lowe is just saying Alberta has been having a hard time, and so is Quebec. And who is sharing the and that's who's sharing the smoke
Smoke,
with New
yeah.
York. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, we're sending all those lovely people in Canada healing thoughts and protective thoughts, and angels to protect you from these raging fires. Okay. Facebook user says, "Good evening, buongiorno, liked and shared," says Dawn, and I'm listening whilst cooking tea. Oh, thank you, Dawn. What are we having? What are we having for dinner tonight? Righty then. Everybody saying hi, Raj. Hi, Raj. Blessings,
Hello,
Roger. Not
everyone.
nobody's saying hi to me. No,
Yeah,
sod
at the
me.
bottom there is.
Damn.
There, Sherry saying from South St. Paul. Hello, Paul and Roger.
Well, okay. Well, you have to look at that. Let's have a look at our Becky here. I woke up the other night and I could see a ball floating around. I spent several seconds trying to catch it in my hand before realizing there was nothing there. Night hallucination or something else? Well, to be honest with you, I don't know. To be honest with you, I wouldn't say night hallucination. Well, you could actually. Do you know what? That's a difficult one. That's a difficult one. The thing about a an orb. Let's call it an orb. It doesn't hang around for you to try and catch it. It will move back and away from you. Because what an orb tends to be is the manifestation of a spirit energy. Okay, so they tend to move back. So my secondary thoughts are: was it a light anomaly? Okay, was it literally a light glistening off of something else and literally mind tricking? So you think, where the hell is that coming from? I remember sitting in my living room and seeing this light above me and thinking, all right, where the heck's that coming from? And I could not figure out where it was coming from. I was walking around checking behind windows and curtains and blah, 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 blah. And it happened to be a car that was parked just in the perfect place with its lights on that happened to beam off a crystal knob that was on the door that sent the light straight to the roof. and he couldn't have done it again. He just happened to be in that perfect spot at that time. So it can be an anomaly. That all being said, Becky, the energies around you are good. They're good energies. Okay, I've got a wonderful female energy around you. It's a mother grandmother figure because I'm getting a pink line. And there's just an S or C name with it, like Sarah, uh, or Shelley, or there's an S or C name I'm getting being shouted at. This lady crosses over with a lung related connection because my left side of my chest is getting tough and hard. So there's a lung or cancer maybe related connection that they want me to acknowledge. There's a Teresa Tracy. There's a strong T name to be acknowledged here as well. And they want me to talk about the 9th. So September is significant, or the 9th of a month is significant. Becky, I'd also want to say to you, I'm getting this. See, when I get that symbol, that means you're not being heard, or it's time to speak your mind. Okay, you're you kind of you've got a few things on your mind and in your heart you got to share, but you're maybe a little bit too timid to share it. It's time. Speak your mind, because you need to kind of like pick up and get on with life and get all of the get everything straightened out and speak your mind. You're going to be fine, Roger.
Becky, I pick up somebody with the W name. It's a guy like Will or William. And I get a little blonde headed kid around 10 to 12 years old around you.
All right. Anything else, Rog? Because we call him Captain Death. Usually everything's a symbol for death with him.
No. Paul, don't throw me off. Oh,
Oh my
Lord.
God! Oh, that's a symbol for death. Everything's a symbol for death with Roger. So we call him Captain Death.
Wow, the thing is once you meet some of the people that are Latinos and that, they'll explain to you that.
It sounds like old school Irish, and honestly, God, I remember going to the end of a lane where I lived in Ireland, and I brought the stick back, a little stick, a little switch stick, and I was thinking to myself, "Oh, I'll make a nice bow and arrow out of this." And my grandmother said, "Take that away. Go and put it back. Go and put it back." I said, "What are you on about?" She goes, "That's the wood they made the cross from. That's the wood they made the cross. And they didn't make it out of that tree, Granny. We're 5,000 miles away from it. I can assure you, you know." But she was, I mean, they come out with some crackers. Honestly, my Auntie Marie taught me a beauty that if you put, for example, we were washing the dishes, and she put down two knives, and one of them crossed over another one. So one knife crossed over another. She made me pick it up, because if she picked it up, it would be bad luck. So there's so much. Honestly, there's so much stuff, and my grandmother always said to me, "Never ever cut your nails on a Sunday. It's bad luck." So I've never
Mm-hmm.
been able to cut my nails on a Sunday. So just all of this stuff. I find it really funny. And the weird thing about it is, every now and again I think, shall I just test it? Shall I just cut my nails? And then I think, no, I'm not gonna do it,
Oh, that's
just
like
in
that
case.
song, Paul,
Yeah.
where you can cut them on a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday.
So
Oh,
anyway, back to
Lord.
the show.
Oh,
Emma says, just bring Emma's message up. Here we go. Emma, welcome to the show, my love. Hi, Paul. My grandfather passed away yesterday. I am so very sorry to hear that, my darling. Sending you and your family lots of love and prayers at this very sad time. Could you please send prayers to my mother, Christina, to give her some strength? Absolutely. Without any second thought. I'll be sending the angels around her now. I know she's heartbroken. I know she's heartbroken. But please tell her, and I don't know who's talking to me, but if you please tell her, no, it's not the end. It's just the beginning. Okay? I know she will be able to get through this. She's talking about not being able to go through this, not being able to go forward. Oh, my life's over. No, no, please tell her that's not the case. Alrighty. Um, it'll work. I'm hearing these words. It'll all work out. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay. Somebody wants me to recognize either whoever the person is connected to the motorcycles. I'm getting the motorcycle thing going on here. They're showing me my late uncle's funeral, and he had a big cortege of bikers at it who all came and rode their bikes in front of his hearse as a big mark of respect. So they want me to acknowledge the biker, Emma, already, and but it's all with the most highest level of love and support and pride. This is coming through, Roger.
Emma, please tell your mother that uh, he is with your grandfather's with some woman that had a hip problem. I don't know whether she broke her hip, had her hip operated on, whether they cut her leg up to the hip or what, but I get a hip problem. He's with that woman, whoever is she, and I'll describe her kind of like, I don't know, don't want to say heavy, but plumpy, and plumpy cheeks. Well, that's the only way I can see it. And blonde hair, curly hair, very, very loving, very, she's got to hug you, good to see you, boom, boom, boom. It's just very happy heart, very happy spirit.
Yeah.
Grandpa's with that woman, whether it be his sister or whatever.
I don't know if it's his sister or her or his mother. I'm not sure, but you're definitely right. It's a very supportive lady.
Yep.
I love I love the way how you try and try and
Well,
describe her.
uh, you know,
S-
healthy.
slightly, shall we say, generously healthy.
Yeah, thank you.
Generously healthy. That's a cool way of
Like
putting
me.
it. um, Emma, we will be sending our love out to you guys. Trust me, humor plays a massive part at Irish wakes because we tend to mask our pain with humor, and I get the feeling that your grandfather would have much preferred humor around him than anybody being sad. I don't think he had patience for people who moaned a lot.
Paul, somebody also, Emma, somebody came down a stairway that it like not winds all the way down, but it winds a little, like it turns as you come down. And there's a door on the stairway, and they've opened up the door and grabbed your grandpa and said, "Come on in." That's what I see.
Wow, wow. So Emma, my darling, absolutely sending you love, sending you strength, sending you the angels to protect you and help you guys now at that very, very sad time. Becky says, I did wonder if it was an orb, as if it, as it was. Let's bring it up. I find it easier when it's up here. I did wonder if it was an orb, as it was see through. I've been getting night hallucinations for years now, but I'm wondering if they're not hallucinations after all. Wow, yeah, I can understand that. Let's have another chat. Tell you what to do, Becky. See if you can set up a camera in your room, and maybe try and catch it on, on camera if it's possible. Try that. Pete Chan Lawrence has joined in. Hi, Pete Chan. Welcome to the
Hi,
show.
P-Chan.
Sherry Sevinich. Hi from SSP. First time here. Hi to Paul and Roger. Well, Sherry, welcome to this show. Good to see y'all. If you're watching us on Facebook tonight, ladies and gentlemen, please come out of Facebook and go into YouTube, and join us on YouTube. Just go into YouTube, type in Paul Francis Medium, come right back to the show, subscribe to the show, click the bell icon, and hit that like button. You'll have a much more a more sort of stable connection with us via YouTube than Facebook. Alrighty. Right, let's have a look. Is there anybody else sending us any messages here? Roger.
There's a ton of them, Paul.
There is. I'm trying to listen. Jump in there if you see one that I haven't seen yet. Go for it, brother. All
I'm
right.
just like scrolling
Just going to
down.
bring this one up. Serena Kiernan. Me and my partner are together 22 years, and we are living at 22 years. We are living at the moment. Things aren't too good, and it's impacting in on our life and relationship. Please, can you ask Spirit what they can see for us for the future? Okay. Well, first and foremost, let me just be slightly harsh with you. Okay. First and foremost, let me be very thankful to you. Okay, because you've come here today and you've shared that message of pain with us. You have already made the first step. You've already done it. That's the first step, because if you get up and do something about it, you're already on the way to harmony and on the way back to peace in your life. The gift of communication is the key. It's the answer. Okay, be honest with each other, be truthful with each other, but remember, you don't live together for 22 years if you don't love each other. Alrighty, you just can't. The only time you live with somebody for 22 years is at His Majesty's pleasure. If you've been put in prison. Okay. So if you're together with somebody for 22 years, remember what it is that brought you together. Then figure out the little niggles and get them removed. If you eliminate the negatives, you can only be left with the positives. And my thinking here is there's a couple of little issues that the both of you just can't see past yet. And but there's another old saying, by the way, I want to say, Serena, is you attack those you love most first. Okay, I'll say it again because Roger tried to die in the middle of that sentence.
Sorry.
You, we attack those we love most first, because the person we love most should be able to handle our problems and our situations. My big feeling all about this here is communication. Okay, get some time away from everybody and everything, sit and talk to each other, and I promise you it will be figured out. I promise you. Okay, Roger.
And Serena, what we say on our show, if you do not have trust and you do not have communication, then you don't have anything. And you've been together for 22 years. That's got to mean something.
You gotta. And at the end of the day, you just don't live with somebody for 22 years. It can't. That takes a lot,
Yeah.
and you've gone through a lot. So really, what is it that you can't handle? You got to just figure that little thing out. And after 22 years, it's gonna be a little thing. Okay. Let's see what the card that comes up for you. Wow. What did I just say? What did I just say to her, Roger? What is the
But
golden key to fixing a situation?
just talk, communicate.
Communication. Look at the
Yes.
card comes out.
Ask. There you go, kiddo.
Look at that card. All right. Ask us to help you in this situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We're governed by many universal laws, and amongst them is free will that allows you, sorry, to make your own choices and decisions. We patiently await your request. So ask for help, which you've done tonight, and you've got myself and Roger to help you, and ask the angelic realm to help you, because they can't wait to help you do it. But more importantly, sit down with your lovely husband and partner and just talk, because that is the key to basically solving every issue. A problem is a situation with an answer. Kind of find the answer, problem solved. It is that simple.
And I always tell a lot of people in the very beginning, you had a twinkle in your eye for that person. Get
Yep.
that twinkle back.
And so, Serena, thank you for very much for bringing that question to us. It's that took a lot of strength, my darling. Joe Sampson says, "Hit the nail on the head. It was spiteful." What was what was spiteful?
Do you see what Kelly put up there?
I have a question for Roger. Have you ever done a ghost investigation?
Yes, I did. And
And you won't do it again?
I did one in Texas by accident. It just
Really?
so happened I walked in, and I talked about this on the show. There was a group of Asian people, and I just happened to walk into the door, and the girl who was hosting this big thing, this big event at a mansion, of all
All right.
places. She goes, "Oh, there's Roger, my friend Roger. He's a psychic. He'll take you on a tour." And I go, "Huh?" So there I go. And what I saw, I did not like. It was just like, oof. But I did it. I really did it. And the guy, the other psychic from the previous tour, came up to me. He goes, "Hey, Raj." He goes, "You know what?" He goes, "We put everything on film. Everything that you just described is on film already." And I'm going, "Well, why didn't you just show him the film?" You know.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
just show them the phone. I,
I,
I love it. I call it the fun part of what we do.
I
I
just
really
don't want
do.
to take home an attachment. You know.
Well, that's easy. Just don't. It's that simple, right? It's just a matter of setting out the rules and regulations and just saying you will not follow us back. And that's it.
But it's like bringing home Lynn Fern. What?
You want to
I
bring home
love you,
Lynn Fern?
Liddy.
Leon is saying hi, Roger and Faye.
Faye's not here today.
Faye's not here, and I am not Faye.
He could be. We could dress him.
Gene Prescott says, I keep sensing someone walking past my door and window, but when I look, there's no one actually there. Okay, Gene, that's a really good question. Let me just bring it up on the screen so we can see. There's multiples and multiples of reasons why an energy might walk past your door. 99% of the time is because it would have been a walkway for where people would have walked anyway. So you're picking up on a ghost energy. What's a ghost? What's a spirit? A spirit and a ghost energy will walk in that line. It'll walk in that direction every single time. So whether it's once a day, once a week, once a month, once a year, it'll make that journey. But it's just a replay of time. That's what a ghost energy is. It's a replay of time. A spirit energy is different. And a ghost will not interact with you. You'll interact with it because you look and go, ah, but it won't interact with you. It'll just carry on its journey. Because just think of it as like a movie just happening. But a spirit energy will react to you and will interact with you. That's the difference. Okay. So if you're constantly seeing somebody walking past your window door, it's very likely a ghost. Okay. What do you think, Roger?
I'll go along with that 100%.
Thank you very much. He's only saying that because he's on my show.
No, 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 no. I know what you're saying. There is a difference.
There's a massive difference. You're absolutely right, brother. Suzanne Domkove? Suzanne. Go on, Roger. Have a go at pronouncing that surname.
Dominkovitz.
Domikovitz. That sounded good. That sounded quite accurate. I have a
Dominkovitz.
question, she says, with conviction. She says, my father and mother took the circumstances about my adoption to the other side. Is there any information about that, please? Well, that's not really a kind of a question. That's just an open statement, really.
Right.
I'm not being disrespectful, Suzanne, but what do you need to know? And the information that I think you're asking about is you want to know more about your birth parents or your birth mother or whatever the case may be. But all that information should be available to you from the adoption agency. Really get it in your heart, my darling, about what it is that you want to know. Now, you said my father and my mother. That's all I need to read. My father and my mother. Okay? Any man can be a father, but it takes a real man to be a dad. Same with the mom. Okay? So, as your mom and dad have crossed over to the other side, they will still continue to watch over you like they gave birth to you. They will still be mom and dad. They will still act in those roles on the other side of life. So if you want to find out more information about your birth parents, then sit and think long and hard. Do you want to find out about it? And then make the relative legal connections to make that happen. That's my advice. Roger?
No, the whole thing is like, if you're asking for permission, you don't need permission from anyone.
Exactly.
Just do, I didn't ask for this gift, but I have it, and now I'm helping as many people as I can.
Yeah. Well, see, what happened was Roger actually asked to be a guide, and they got it wrong. They thought he meant spirit guide, when he actually wanted to be a girl guide. So, oh,
Thank you, Paul.
I had to jump in with that one because the
Yeah,
energy
that
was getting a
worked
bit heavy.
perfect.
It was getting a bit heavy, and I had to break the energy down a bit. Right. Joe Freed says, brightest blessings to you. Well, Joe, thank you so very kindly. And the very same to you, too. Chicken and chips with trifle.
What's a trifle?
Oh, trifle is lush. Trifle's one of my favorite desserts. It's usually made around Christmas time. Usually. It's made with, you make trifles in different ways, but the primary way is, what you guys call it, jello. All right. So you get a bowl. You melt down some jello. You get some beautiful sponge, or you can put anything about it: mixed fruit, sponge, some sherry, and then you put the jello in and let it solidify. And then on top of that, you put creme anglaise. That's the French term for custard. Right on top of that, then you put whipped cream and cherries on top of that again, and then sprinkles, and you have yourself a trifle. Look at him go now. Oh
Have you
yeah.
ever had a flan?
A flan? Yeah, I used to make flans all the time.
Oh, God.
Yeah. In fact, I nearly won a competition with a flan.
Really?
Yeah. I used to be a chef patissier.
Well, excuse me.
Chef patissier is the ones who made all of the sweets and desserts and cakes and flans and this and that and the other.
And
I
then
used
there's
to,
a cake that's made, Paul. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called tres leches.
well, is that Spanish?
Yes, tres leches is three milks. It's made with three milks.
Right. Okay.
It's really super good.
I'd like to hear that one.
Oh,
Sounds good.
boy.
What's your favorite dessert?
Faye?
Ooh, yeah.
I got you.
Faye doesn't like. The reason he said that is because Faye doesn't let him have desserts. She's put him on a diet. I'm only saying that because Joe's put me on a diet. I'm not allowed any chocolates or sweets or.
No, here's what Faye makes, and I love this. She takes vanilla cookies, the little cookies.
Yeah.
They call them vanilla wafers, but they're not wafers. But she puts them in, lines the whole little bowl deal, and then she puts in chocolate pudding, and then she'll spray it on top, and then throw bananas around it, and sometimes a little nuts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just watched Pure Love. You have just watched real and honest pure love. Roger, it is 5 minutes to the hour. Would you believe that?
Oh boy!
It's
And we're still having
fine.
fun.
Well, I'll tell you what I got to do. I got to press on one of these. We'll be right back.
You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNTalkRadio.com.
You. Buenas noches.
No, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes is evening, afternoon, like that.
And what's buenas noches? Good night.
Good night. Or
Well,
buenas noches is.
It's
yeah,
9
good night.
p.m. here, so buenas noches.
Oh, for you, yeah. For me, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes. Diciendo my accent, no.
Lynn Fern, you're needed.
It's
She
better
always
than
makes
your.
fun of
It's
me.
better than your Scottish, Irish, whatever it is.
Blimey.
What the hell was that?
I think that was, what is it? Not Oxford, I know that.
Oh, you're
Wales?
trying to. Blimey is a Cockney. It's a blimey. Blimey. Right, let's have a Shani, by the way, welcome to the show, my darling. Amanda Ramirez has joined us. Lovely to see you. Dulce Delice. Whatever that sounds beautiful, Shani, whatever. Dulce Delice. It sounds like
Dulce means sweet.
Dulce Delice. Sweet leeches. Three Milks Cakes is Vanessa Mail.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Paul and Roger. Is there a card drawn for me, please? Says Michelle van der Vorn. You know what, Michelle? I'm actually drawn to you, my darling. Normally, I just go no, but I'm actually drawn to Michelle. I don't know about you, Roger.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's have a wee bit of a.
I want to
See, I
say
can
hi
go
to
right.
our friend Gina Bankston and Mama D.
Yeah,
They're on right now.
they're on right now as well. What doing
Hola!
Hola, buenas noches. And now, what's the lady who's coming up after our show tonight?
What's today? Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, that's our friend Laura Lee.
Laura Lee.
Potman.
So you guys make sure you hang about and watch Laura Lee right after this show
Yep.
tonight. Right after this show, I'm going for pasta because I'm on a damn diet. Right. Let's Michelle. It's 1 p.m. for Michelle, so it's buenos dias. Buenos dias. Am I right?
Yes, we're 1 p.m. here. Yeah, that's Buenos Dias.
Buenos dias. See, I'm already on the ball. I can speak Spanish.
Paul, let's stick to reading.
Oh, okay. Oh, ready.
I love it when I get you.
It's
I
a
just
bit
leave you
that.
like, huh?
Okay. Michelle van der Voren, which sounds a very European. Michelle, the card that comes out for you, my darling, is that beautiful card. Family. Check that out. Beautiful, beautiful card. The message is this situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member. We can help you to understand and heal and your mind and your heart. Surround this person yourself, and the experience will be calming, blue light bound. I'll start that again because that sounds like a mundle. In your mind and heart, surround the person and yourself and experience a calming blue light with many, many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. Okay. So if you've got a wee bit of an issue going on there, my darling, already, just literally surround yourself with the white light and the blue light of the angels and allow them to take away all the problems, all the situations, all the negatives, allow them to become calm and give over your issues to the angels to take care of for you. Alrighty. Liche, says Sandra, would be milk. And dulce, liche, it would be a soft cream.
It's
Oh.
leche.
Leche.
That means milk.
Leche. Dulce leche, double milk.
Dulce leche, sweet milk.
Sweet milk. Strawberry shortcake for Angela, says Dottie.
Another one.
Oh, yeah.
This is
I also
true
like
love.
banana bread. Las
Yes, I love my
Vegas.
banana bread.
Van der Von is Dutch. I told you it was European. Dutch. So you'll be a big
Van der
fan
Voeren.
of the Dutch driver who's winning the Formula One at the moment. Then I'm not a fan of his at all. Anyway, Cafe Colice, the cafe of milk.
Okay,
Milk and
everybody, here's the thing. Everybody sees a place that says cafe. The real meaning of that is coffee. Cafe
correct.
is coffee. So meaning coffee is served here.
go.
Café con leche, which means coffee with milk.
There you go.
Y azúcar, which is sugar. That's the way I have it.
Shawnee's right off on one right now. Look what she's written. Dorothy's written Bailey's cheesecake.
Dulce de leche, Argentina,
Caramel.
caramel. Okay, moving right along.
Yeah, we got literally 25 minutes left. So you guys got any more questions for us, please put them to us. If we have missed your questions, it is
There
not
was a
done in-
name I want to go to, Paul.
Okay, I'm just going to say that it's not done intentionally. There are so many questions coming in, we may miss a few. Please feel free to post them again. Roger, go
Yes,
ahead.
sir.
Which one? Go ahead, sir.
Well, I was looking at somebody's name, and now it's just like, phew. Somebody wanted to know. They said, "Does their father have anything to say in spirit?" Yes, he is talking. He has an open folder, and he's talking about in this open folder that you're supposed to. There's something in there that you're supposed to learn. I don't know what it is, but it's like a paragraph of something that you need to learn.
Wow. Okay. Dottie Allen says, my question to Paul is, my mom at Dottie at my mom is Dottie at peace. Let's start that again because it doesn't make sense to me. My question to Paul is, my mom Dottie at peace on the other side. Is my mom Dottie at peace on the other side? This is Angela Jones. Does she have a message for me? Well, first and foremost, as soon as your loved ones leave this earth, they are immediately at peace. Literally, I mean, it's like they breathe in and they breathe out. They're at peace instantaneously. They're also met by loved ones immediately. So, friends and family who they were mourning will be there to meet them and greet them and help them cross over to the other side. So, they are definitely at peace. The feeling that I'm getting in relation to a message is you have to stop thinking of her as being dead. Okay, there's too many people remembering her for as they how they last saw her, and that's not who she is. Okay, they're seeing a person who's laid out to rest in the last moments of before they, she went to her final rest, but that's not she wants to be remembered as being the person in charge, the person who had a great time, the person who brought up a family, the person who had the answers, the person who had the love, the person that people came to for a laugh, for fun, for a cup of coffee. All of that, that's who she wants to be remembered for. She wants to be remembered for the legacy that she left, not how she left. Roger?
Uh, Angela, I don't know whether or not. Here's what I'm getting. Like, she worked at a restaurant, either in the kitchen or as a waitress, because I get, order up!
That's Roger thinking he's going to McDonald's.
No. It's like, I get that because, like, she worked in either a cafeteria or something, but I hear this yelling, order up! She's yelling things out.
Okay.
She's at peace with what she's doing.
Wow. Listen, and I genuinely mean that. Listen, I was shuffling the cards, and literally a card flew out of the deck. And Roger, I don't tell any porkies, so
Right.
liquid flew out of the deck.
Oh boy.
Quieten your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet, receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you.
Order up!
There you go.
She's yelling things.
There you go. There you go. Thank you for your question, Angela. And I just wondered how you didn't come up as Angela Jones, because normally you come up as Angela Jones. It's interesting. Neil Carr. Hi, Paul and Roger. Does anything have any message? Does anything have any message?
There's somebody coming in for him who drove. I'm going to say this is.
I think you meant it right. Does anyone have any message?
Well, what I'm getting is somebody who drove, I want to say a Spider. I don't know what make the MG Spider. Is that what it is?
Well, you have the Porsche Spider. You have the what's the Italian one called? Oh gosh, I can see it in my mind's eye right now. There's an Italian car. You keep talking, it'll come to me in a second.
It's like it has a roll bar, one roll bar behind the head.
Yeah.
And this guy would drive fast.
Alfa Romeo. You got the Alfa Spider, the Alfa Romeo Spider. You got the Porsche Spider. You got the Ferrari Spider.
But if he has a friend who had one, whether they crashed in it or not, that friend that drove that car is coming through to say hello to him.
Okay, so there's a soft top car, potentially a 2-seater, with an accident. Who's trying to put their head through the door? Neil. Okay. Let's have a look at what cards come out for him. Neil, it is time to take stock of yourself, my dear pal, because the card that comes out is, what is it that you desire? You have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, then they'll rush into your life as if by magic. That's a really cool card, Neil. I hope you do take stock of that. So sit yourself down, buddy. Have a good stock about what is it you really, really want, and start letting go of the things in your life you just don't need. Let go of the stuff, get rid of the stuff that doesn't serve you, let go of the things you don't need in your life, and start focusing on what will bring you happiness. Okay, what do we got going on here? My best
Becky
friend.
King has a very good question, Paul.
Okay, Becky King, where is it?
After
Oh,
Neil,
yeah,
just keep going down.
that one.
That one, yeah.
Paul and Roger, when you pick up names, and when you're tuning into someone, can they be animals? Oh yeah, yeah, they can be recognized as animals, or are they always people? No, the name will be who they are, who they're with. Please say hello to. Alrighty. So, if, for an example, you called your horse Pete, then they'll recognize a Pete.
Yep.
Okay. As often names you fit pick up animals are very strong presence in my life. Right. Well, okay. Then they'll be acknowledging either animals that are connected to you for a particular reason. If, for an example, say for in your picture you got a beautiful horse there, so if we came through with the horse's name, but somebody in spirit what knew that that horse was very, it was they were connected to that horse and connected to you, then they may use the horse as a reference. Okay, so no, the referencing can be done for names, people, places, and furry friends as well. So great question, by the way, Becky. Thank you for that.
Yep.
Alrighty then. Neil saying thank you. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. My best friend, listen, Anne Marie. Anne Marie says, my best friend passed away 3 years ago. I miss her very, very much. Anything from her to me, please. Well, we would um, we would put out into the connection into spirit that you would like to talk to your friend, but we don't have any control about who comes through. Anne Marie, okay? I often say, and I mean this with respect, and I mean it with love. I don't mean to be facetious or, uh, you know, being sort of, negative. But I always say it's not like McDonald's. We don't pull up and go, I want that one. Okay. It really, really is. We open up to who wants to come through, because it could well be that your pal who passed away 3 years ago may not feel that this is the right place for them to come through, So, but it doesn't mean that they're not connected to you, and it doesn't mean they're not around you. That's a fact. Okay. What I'm going to do in the meantime, though, Anne-Marie, thank you very much for your question, by the way. It's a magnificent question. I'm going to give you a card because it's an important card. Ka-choo! New partner. A chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to the new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. Wow. What a card, Raj.
Yeah, Anne Marie, I get the name of somebody named Lisa, and they're showing me a party. Either you would throw parties or this Lisa would throw parties.
Okay.
But like everybody, and I get these people to me that come in are either like artists, painting artists, or they're not. It's a mixture of people, poets, artists, musicians, everything. But like somebody would throw this party, and she would be at that party.
There you go. Nice rounded result there. Roger, I think you better take this one, buddy.
Roger is Leona on Serena's page. My phone went dear. You told me you would see black as he's sickness related and cancer. Don't still feel that. Still feeling that so sick. I don't understand what this is.
No, I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense. It's Leona on Sarina's page. My phone went there. You told me you could see black as in a sickness as it relates to cancer. Don't still feel that ABS, ASBIM. I don't know what that
Yeah, with
if
that.
that's a word or a misspelling. So sick.
I always say I see a line, a black line. That to me, in my thing,
Yeah.
signifies cancer.
Okay. My Roger will know that I'm not being condescending in any way, shape, or form, but Roger knows that I always say you should never go to a medium for a diagnosis. Go to a professional for a diagnosis. Neither Roger or I are qualified physicians. We can say what we see, but in a situation where you're worried about something as serious as cancer, you should always go to a professional. Always.
Yep.
Julia says Ducati. No, Ducatis are motorcycles, my darling.
Yep.
And what a really cool motorcycle, I might
Did you
add.
see what Anne Marie posted? Remember I said the name Lisa?
Yeah,
She's put Elise.
Elsie or Elise.
Elise.
Yes, very, that sounds very close to me.
Yeah.
Neil's mom had a red convertible while she was attending UC Berkeley in the 1950s through 60s. And she was mentioned in Jack Kerouac's book, This Subterraneans. She passed in 2004. How cool. How cool, Neil. What a great way to remember your mom. Becky King says, "That's brilliant. Thank you. The strong W you picked up was my horse, Wizard. And he's still here, but he's a huge presence in her life and shows his feelings with me very strongly. That's made me very happy. See, I knew you had to be here for a reason, Roger. The only people he likes to talk to is horses. So, uh,
And then sometimes I turn them
don't know
around.
why I said I don't know why I said Ducati. I was thinking of Caterham. Okay, Julia. Yeah, Julia. The Caterham would be a little two-seater with a roll bar based on it. Joe says my first long-term partner took his own life. Sorry to hear that, my darling. Farewell after we split up. He's is he at peace now? And he's been on my mind a lot of late. Well, Joe, yes, he will be at peace, but he will also be very much aware of what kind of pain he caused in how he got himself to the other side of life, and all of the people that I have dealt with through my years and in the and my career who have taken their own lives have been the first out of the gate to say that it was wrong, and they've seen the amount of hurt that they've caused with all of the people that they've left behind. But he is at peace. He will be at peace, and he will definitely be letting you know that he's around. If you find that he's on your mind a lot of late, that's his way of trying to get through to you. Okay. Today is my deceased husband's birthday, says Kathy. Any messages for him or any other relatives? We got literally about 10 minutes left.
Go ahead, buddy.
I'm not getting anything.
Nor
I would
am
never
I.
lie. I will never lie. Never. I will never make anything up. But I'm not getting anything. If he jumps in, I will definitely share it with Kathy, as you know. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is say,
Uh-oh. There's a knucklehead.
Adia Johnson,
Get a
I
life.
read your name. In other words, I researched you because I'm a prat
Right.
and I'm about as much of a medium as I am a coat hanger. So my advice, Adia, is we've just now reported you to Facebook and to YouTube as being a prick, and we should really go away.
Yep.
I got no time for these ass wipes. Right. What is it? We were dealing with the beautiful Kathy and hope and see
Yeah,
that
and
my
the
husband
next
was
one
coming
is
through.
Marie Lina Ache.
Well, let's finish with Kathy first.
Oh,
I'm going to
okay.
give Kathy a card first. You carry on and start picking up whatever energies you pick up against with Marie. But with Kathy, wow, Kathy, my darling, there's the message. An opportunity to forgive. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release any negative patterns. hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. That would be your husband. And we will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. What a magnificent response. Wow. That's blown me away. How cool is that?
And I got the name either Bert or Bart.
Bert or Bart. There you go. Righty then. Okay, so we have literally a few minutes left. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Roger and I have been doing this job for quite a number of years now. And every week we get a lot of people going, is there anything for me? That's not a question. That's not really a question. And what is it that you want? So it's not even it's not a question in any level. Is there anything for me? Yeah, there's some ice in the icebox. There's water in the tap. What is your question? What do you want? Okay. If you don't know yourself what you want, how would you expect spirit to be able to answer your question? So it is all about what I refer to as a symbiotic relationship. Whatever energy you put into, they put into. If you don't want to put any energies in, then they won't either. It is that responsive. Here's the big part of what I'm trying to share with you guys. Your friends and family and spirit love you guys deeply. One thing that translates to the outside of life is the love that we had while we were here. That transits over. They will be wanting to talk to you. Okay, they won't necessarily want to come through two knuckleheads like me and Roger, but they will want to talk to you. So take the opportunity out every day just to sit quiet, let your mind flow. Don't think of anything specific, and just start to acknowledge the thoughts, the feelings, the touches, the smells, the sounds, and allow them to communicate with you, and they will. Okay? They will. Kathy said, I don't know. That's a beautiful message, but I don't know a Bert or Bart.
It also
Do you
could
think
be
maybe
Bernice.
Do you think that maybe that might be for somebody else in the room, Rog? Or do you
No,
think it's for Kathy?
I'm going directly to Kathy, and I got all of a sudden I got Bernice, so it could be Bernice instead of Bart or Bert.
Try thinking of a B name, Kathy, like
Yep.
a strong B name. Um, remember who they are, who they're with, or please say hi to. Okay.
Real quick, Paul. Shawnee
Sure.
says, "Will there be another look?" Let me tell you this first off, Shawnee. Number one, stop being so picky. Number two is do not come with your heart in your hand. You give too much, too easy. You know, they take advantage of you. Don't do that.
Yeah.
No, she's trying to put Betty in there. No, it's a BER name. Okay, buddy, I got a bus to catch, and
I'm just trying to read
here.
what Linda just posted. There is a live chat button, Gene. I don't know where's Gene. I didn't see any Gene, but anyway. Anyway, listen. So we got your show coming on Wednesday night, right?
Yeah, Wednesday
Well,
at 4 p.m.
are you sure? Because it's Independence Day. No, tomorrow's
No,
Independence Day.
tomorrow is.
Tomorrow is Independence Day. I tell you what it is. Sorry, I've miscrossed. Wednesday is my little baby's 16th birthday. She turned sweet 16. Maya.
Oh, happy birthday to her.
She turned sweet 16. Oh my God, my heart is ripped to shreds this month. My oldest daughter getting married. My youngest baby finishes high school and turns sweet 16. I am getting mud stomped, mate. I am getting stomped out like a bad
Well, you know
cigarette.
that we're going to stay home forever, Paul.
I can't take any more. Oh, my heart. Anyway, listen, y'all. Roger, you're back with Latino Psychic Visions on Wednesday night,
Wednesday.
right?
Yep, Wednesday afternoon at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time.
So that's around about 9 p.m. for us here in the UK.
Right. You
Yeah,
gonna
so
pop
4
on?
p.m. If it's my little girl's birthday, so
Oh, yeah. Then never mind. You do that.
if we're not doing anything and we're in, then yes, I will pop on.
Well, maybe you could
Dorothy
pop her
says,
on with you, so that way everybody can say happy birthday
"Do you
to
know
her.
that's a really really good idea?" Dorothy says it's her son's 16th, and she feels that she's getting Dorothy. I'm with you, darling. Wow, well, I'm with you. But my oldest is 28 and just got married the weekend before last. She's on honeymoon in Italy at the moment. Oh,
Wait till
everybody's
you
saying
get
happy
one
birthday.
that's old. Your oldest is 53 years old.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's your fault for having relationships at being at 12.
At
Uh,
12.
thanks for a great show, you guys, says Amanda. Thank you, my darling, for being here. Thank you. You told me about the mole in my joist, and I can't thank enough. Thank you, Anne Paul, enough for the advice and what Spirit have brought to me. And Leona again, Serena's page. Please, can I have a card? I've just literally put them away. Um, Happy birthday to our daughters. Thank you very much. My oldest is 35, says Dorothy. Do you know what? You're only as hey, ladies, you're only as young as yeah, you're only as old as the man you feel. That's it. So if you're feeling him, you're gonna feel really old. If you're feeling me, so if you're feeling me,
Okay.
my wife will have something to say about it.
I'm not saying
uh,
anything.
so it's looking like I very likely will be here on Thursday night. So the reason why I'm saying it tentatively is that we'll be moving house very soon. And whilst I'm moving house, Roger and Faye have graciously agreed to hold the fort for me for a couple of weeks while I'm getting movements done.
We
So
did? No, we did.
you're a geezer. You're a geezer,
I
innit?
know everybody calls me an old geezer,
Hey, innit? All right. What? What?
but I tell them I
Today's
look
my
good
mom.
for 72, though.
Yeah, okay. So, actually, you do, brother. You do. You look great for 72 years old. You don't look anyway. You don't look in your 70s.
Thank you.
You don't.
Where do I
No,
send
you
the
don't.
check?
No, you don't. You don't. I mean, you still got dark hair. I mean, okay, it's gray, but you know, hey, listen, 72 years old, buddy. You're looking great. Gracie Miller says today's my mom's birthday. She would have been 85, passed of brain cancer at 57. Bless her heart, Gracie. Bless her heart. But remember, she doesn't have brain. Doesn't matter how she passed. That's a physicality that stays here. Okay, your mom has absolutely nothing wrong with her now. She's doing fantastic. Okay. Richard says, "How's your wife doing?" She's struggling a bit at the moment, Richard. If I'm honest with you, the cancer causes her a lot of pain. She's finding it difficult to walk, but we got to keep her head down. We got to keep focused, and we got to keep happy, and we got to keep the healing rolling. So
And
if you
keep
guys can just
praying
put her in a
for her.
prayer, you guys can put her in a little prayer. That'd be very, very grateful. My God, if I looked that good at Roger's Edge, I'd be proud, says Dorothy.
Wow, where do I
Hey.
send that check to?
So, guys, we have literally 3 minutes left. Roger and I, well, Roger's going to go, and what are you going to do now? You're open to taking calls, right? I've got to go because I'm going to dinner right now.
Yeah,
But
I'm here taking calls or whatever.
so you can actually contact Roger and book in a reading with Roger right now. You give him a call. You can see the telephone numbers behind his head.
No,
And
that's a different number. Our phone
there you
number is 715-688-4091.
go. You guys
I'm
have
here
big
at the
long
office.
numbers, haven't you? You guys have long numbers.
Well, it's an area code too.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But if you want to get book a session with Roger, contact him on Messenger first. Get the telephone number, give him a call, and book yourself in a session. I will be taking bookings as from next week, not this week. Okay, I'm booked out this week, and I will be taking some bookings in next week. Take care. look out for each other, communicate, appreciate, and validate everybody in your life. Tell that beautiful Faye we missed her tonight, and that we hope that she stays safe and happy. And we love you, Roger. Always will, because you're such a rock star being here with us.
I love being here. I love seeing the people. I love communicating with everybody. And most of all, I love helping people.
He does, and he means that. Actually, he said that with a straight face as well. Until I see you all again, which will be Thursday, but you will see Roger and Faye on Wednesday night, so make sure you stick around. 9 p.m. here, UK time, Wednesday. 4 p.m. Eastern, or what is it? 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Central Standard
Central. So it'll be around 9, 10 p.m. here, depending on how the difference of times is. But Roger, as always, it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you for very much for gracing me tonight with your presence.
Pleasure's mine, buddy. You know that.
You're an absolute rock star. And we will see you back here on Thursday. Come and join us. And hey, listen, why don't you let us know you want to come and talk to us, and I'll bring you onto the show. You guys can talk to us one-on-one. How about that? Let's do that. Let's all gang up and put Roger under pressure. Because we need to train him for when he does these shows. So I need to train him now. So I need to get him under pressure. Roger, may the angels watch over you always, my brother, and I will see you again, maybe Wednesday, but it is my little girl's 16th. So,
as we say, igualmente, which means equal to you.
Bless your heart. Thanks for being here, brother, and I will see you all soon. I'll see you guys on Thursday, if not before. And until then, communicate, appreciate, and validate everybody in your life, so Medium never has to do it. And make sure you take time out every day just for yourself. Good night. God bless. Stay well. Stay safe.
Bye, everyone.
You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNTalkRadio.com.